or he also suffers back pain, and we'll be discussing that later on as well. My thought is maybe he's making his way over, but then all of a sudden that back pain strikes harder than ever before, and he's going to the hospital, or, he's kind of just left there, and someone else will find him eventually, but he misses the deadline. I'm kind of leaning more toward he's gonna miss the deadline. I really think that. It adds to the drama of the story. So that's probably what's gonna happen, but I don't think he would not inherit. Let me rephrase that. I think he would still have a chance of inheriting the position of CEO of his father's company. I think it's still possible despite his missing the deadline. There's something more behind it. It's not so much missing the deadline. It could be something like, if you are so interested and invested in taking over this company and making it bigger and better, then, of course you want to show up on time. It's kind of like a little test. So I don't think it's so much he's not going to get the company. He will. I think he will. But moving on again, here we come to Ciel's memory of when the back aches first started. So it says, Ciel remembered the first time his back started acting up, as it had been the morning just after his 20th birthday. At the time, it hadn't seemed like anything unusual, just a small twinge that could have been from sleeping wrong the night before. By the second month, the pain had increased exponentially, and he finally made the decision to tell his aunt about the issue. So, like I mentioned before, he has a back issue. Now, this could be, something that we'll end up seeing diagnosed, and it's an issue that he has to live with. Whether it does turn out to be fatal or not is still to be decided. I didn't take it that way at first. For some reason, X-Men popped into my mind, and there's that Angel character who, he kind of had the wings starting to grow out of his shoulder blades. So, he was cutting away at that. I'm sure he experienced pain with that growing out. In the case of Ciel, it's more pain between the shoulder blades, but I don't know. I think if he's experiencing that pain, he could grow wings, and in this case, he could either be an angel or a demon. But my thought is he's probably an angel. Based on that first quote, if you remembered, it says one is from light, the other is from darkness. So the other would obviously be Sebastian. Sebastian is obviously the demon, the devil. Ciel, I think, would be the angel in this case, especially because he was born and raised into a Catholic family. He's continuing that himself. So, that could tie in. Whether the back pain is related to that or not, I think that, yes, Ciel would be the angel, and then Sebastian would be the demon, and there's that whole kind of drama. It's good and evil, how is that relationship going to work out? So, I think, we'll see later on what happens. And the first chapter ends with, Ciel goes off to sleep, he has some dream. Then it goes to a scene with a miscellaneous character, I guess you could say, or minor character. Her soul gets sucked out. Just to shorten it, because I didn't want to read the whole segment of that chapter. So, based on Black Butler, Sebastian, Claude, demons, they feast on human souls. So one of them could have been behind the attacks. And now, as we lead into chapter 2, my mind goes to the fact that maybe, when Ciel and Aloise meet Sebastian and Claude, it's not a coincidence. There's something behind that. And then maybe there's a purpose behind their meeting. So maybe they decide, Sebastian and Claude decide that they want to feast on Aloise and Ciel's souls. And, we'll stop right there as we come into chapter 2, because I don't want to give away too much. So when we start discussing what happens in chapter 2, I'll get a little more into detail with what I mean.